My name's Keon Johnson from Macon, Georgia, and this is a day in my life.
Um, I'm a cancer survivor, brought on a lot of different things, other medical issues, and things weren't going quite the way I had hoped. We lived near Mercer University, the college, and that particular day I jumped in the car, rode up to Mercer. They were out there playing, and Keon says, "Stop, stop, stop." And he was like, "Can I go look?" Jumps out the car, he go look. He's out there 10 minutes, 15 minutes. He comes back to the car, and then he says these words. I'm kind of distraught at the time, but he says, "Mom, do you think that I could be able to do this one day?" And without a thought, I didn't hesitate, I didn't figure, and I said, "Yes, you can do anything that you put your mind to." And he asked, could he go back and look some more outfield. I stayed in the car, couldn't be exposed to the sun. So he went back, he looked, he came back. And then that's when he asked me, he was like, "Well, do we got money?" And I was like, "No, we really don't. My family trying to keep our head above water, no longer working. My whole life has been changed, my livelihood taken away from me." And I said, "Well, what do you want, Keon?" He said, "I was wondering, can we go to the Walmart or the dollar store or something?" And I was like, "Okay." And we left, went to Walmart. At that time, I couldn't tell you the name of a bat, a glove, what it looked like, but they had clearance items. We went to the clearance, and I only had $50 to my name. And I kept saying, "This 50, I need this 50, but this is what he wanted." So we got a clearance bat, a clearance glove, and two baseballs. There was two in a pack, and it was under $50, like $48 and something. And we came back home. His brother is 8 years older, so he was like, "Can you pull up like people that play baseball?" Like, and it was the Little League World Series and the MLB World Series, and then there was this little kid at 5, something like that, just glued to a computer nonstop, and he didn't know how to click. And he's like, "Come, find me this," and every day, and he just kept watching, and out there in that yard, and he just never looked back. And then at age 7, Mercer has a summer camp. I have to tell this, and he's told it before. For 3 weeks in June, they do a baseball camp, 8 to 4. And I always told them, "I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to save. That 1 week is 190, and I'm going to do it." I got the money. He went the 1 week. I introduced myself to, and it's bad on my behalf. I live right there, but I had never been to a Mercer baseball game. Never. I've seen plenty now, but I never went. And Keon went and he did the camp, and he had a ball. And then the next week came up, and he got up and he was all sad. I said, "What's wrong?" On Monday, he said, "I really, really want to go back to Mercer." And I said, "We can't do it. It's $190.95. Like, man, I'm trying not to lose the car. I'm trying not to lose it. I said, I can't. And then he said, it's okay. But then the look in his face, and I was like, hold up. We started getting all the change out my parents' ashtrays, out my siblings. I was like, who got $1 bills? I took a gallon Ziploc and gathered up, was it like $70, $68, $70. It had pennies, nickels, dimes, dollars, quarters, and we drove over to Mercer. I would not let him get out the car. We went early, like 7:15 for kids get there. And all the coaches was there, Coach Shade, Gibson, whoever else. And I walked down and I was like, hey, again, I don't know if you guys remember me, but I brought Keon over here. Like, they was like, Keon, like, he is so mannerable. This is the head coach, and like, he soaks up everything and learn. He was like, well, what's the problem? I was like, and I had documents. As I know people come, he said, I do this. I start crying. I said, I know people come with sob stories, and they look for handouts, and I know y'all don't really know me, but he want to come back. I don't have this $190, but I got this Ziploc bag that I had it, and if you will take it and let him come, I promise you, I'll get the money. I promise you, I'll get it to you. And he said, where is he? I said, sitting in the car, because I don't want him to get out. And he said, tell him to come down. And he came down, and he was like, hey, buddy. They was like, you are really, really good. And your mom tells me you practice all the time and in the yard. And he said, you really had fun here. He said, I did. I love it. I love it. I want to do. He said, where's your stuff? He says, in the car. He said, go get it. And he said, I get to come. I get to come. And he was like so excited and to do it. And then I was like, here. And I gave him the money. And all the coaches was sitting on the bench in the dugout. And they told me, no, here, take it back. We don't want your money. And he got to go that whole week and was there. And they do it 3 weeks. I thank God that we paid the first week. I thank God for the scholarship for the second week. I wasn't asking for no favors that Monday morning. We're home. My phone rings. I see the number. I don't know who this is. Hello? It's like, hey, Miss Keon, mama? Yes, this is she. Is Keon all right? Yeah, he is. Say, this coach up here at Mercer, well, why is he not here? I said, $190 is the reason he's not there. He's like, no, why is he not here? Do you need a ride up here? Get him. We're waiting on him. I said, you get to come to camp? He says, yep. And he heard that word. He was running around here snatching stuff, throwing, get my stuff. Let me get on my pants. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. And so every year from age 7 all the way through, he started going to the camps to do it every summer. So we always pay homage to Mercer. And I know Mercer would have loved for him to have signed to go to school there. But in every speech and everything, I tell anybody, you have the Keon you have, because that seed was planted 4 blocks from our house. And that is how he came upon, and he never looked back. And everybody under the sun at 7 said, Miss Sheena, you're going to tire him out. Stop him from playing. Don't let him play spring and fall. Don't let him play summer. Don't let him play. Said, but I'm not pushing him. Where's Keon? Outside practicing. It's 8 in the morning. I know. Where's Keon? He outside practicing, but it's 1. Where's Keon? All the lights on. He outside practicing, but never, not one time in his entire life, from age 6 to this day, have I ever said, you need to get your bat ball, you need to go to practice. You need to go hit. You need to go throw. I am guilty of saying, don't you think you throwed enough? Like, haven't you practiced enough? But he was like, no. He said, I haven't. And I got to get better. And even at his greatest, by a lot of standards, it's still not good enough for him. Travel ball tournaments, I don't like it when I actually have a car and I'm driving, because if you play at 5 p.m., we at the field at 8 a.m. And if we had an 8 a.m. game, and I can remember when coaches and scouts and all there, and they're looking at their clip books, they're like, wait. Did they change, Keon? They changed y'all time? Because y'all played at 8. Y'all got another game? And I was like, no. And they was like, wait, so you been here since this morning and you still here at 10 o'clock at night where he is? That's where I'm going to be. And Keon will laugh and say, yeah, but she might be by a tree sleep or the side of the building out of the sun, but I won't leave him. And I was like, there are a lot of worse things that he could want to do. There are a lot of worse things that can happen with youth. Super, super proud of Keon and the way he speaks. He's
proud is an understatement.
no, what people would a lot of times say was Keon's dad from New York or somewhere. It's like, no. They was like, but he speaks, he enunciates words, he speaks clearly. Okay, I'm country. I was born right here in Macon, Georgia. I don't talk like Keon, but when he was younger, I'm going to tell it. I used to put him in the TV in front of Peppa Pig. It's a cartoon. But they're fluent. I didn't do all the Barney and stuff like, no. Peppa Pig taught life lessons. Papa Pig, they enunciated, they spoke, they did. And for the longest, they was like, why is he so proper? Now, in the last couple of years, he's tried to find some slang, but he get funny when he tries to say it. But he speaks but it was Peppa Pig, and I would put it on, and he would watch it. And even in school, and they was like, why is he so proper? But he don't talk like you, but he been around me all his life, so I know I talk country. My brothers talk country, my daddy do. But he speaks differently than all of us. So it's been me and him. We done rode this journey these whole 16 years. Keep smiling even when I cry. I'm going to keep standing. I'm going to keep keeping a foot on him if I need to keep a foot on him. So, I love Keon. Keon love the game. And we're going to ride it till all the wheels fall off.
Oh, yeah, we're good. I almost just cut myself. That was one of the things that I felt like I needed to learn the most growing up, was like how to cook for myself. And my mom kind of did a great job with teaching me just the basic things. Now, like, really, I'm just going grocery shopping for myself now, because, like, now I can kind of just pick up what I want and I can cook for myself. And it's low-key kind of fun, too. Food that I don't like. So, funny thing about me is, I do not eat whole fruits. I have to put them in a blender. I don't like eating, like, plain old strawberries. Like, I have to blend them. I don't like fruit at all. So, like, I can't sit here and, like, take a strawberry from the store, or a blueberry, or whatever fruit, or a banana. I can't just eat the banana. I gotta, like, blend it first and, like, put some other stuff in it to make it, taste how I want it to. I just feel like they're, like, too sweet. Like, strawberries, I don't like onions. I don't like a bunch of vegetables, actually. I'm more of a protein guy. I like eating all, like, the meats and stuff like that, so. Honestly, if you were to, like, any food you could probably name that isn't, like, a meat or, like, any basic vegetable, I probably do not like. Of which I'm probably going to be forced to eat when I go to college, but I'm sure I'll mature, like, when I get a little bit older. Kind of force myself to eat them. Put some good stuff in my body. I don't need a bunch of junk food either. Actually, I don't eat no junk food, so you won't catch me putting like a bunch of candies and crap in my mouth. So I kind of got this from my mom too. She does it a little bit cooler and more smoother than I do. Oh, there goes the eggshell. Lil Baby's new album just came out today too. When I go to school, I kid you not, I am blasting music in here. My mom will, you don't want to know what my mom will do to me if I, in the car, play explicit music when she's in here. Because sometimes I'll drive her around and I have to always remember to put my clean playlist on Bluetooth, otherwise she'll do some stuff. But all I had to do was learn that lesson once. Now when I have my beats in, that's a different story. That was easy. Alright, let's go. You good? Oh, getting the jacket on. You alright? Cold? Oh, she's on the phone. Never mind. Other than that. What's going on? Stop. Sorry we came late. I'm always doing a full interview type thing.
Life's too short to repeat work you've already done.
Don't let them know.
Some people think it's impossible for a snack to be delicious
You know my mom gets
and full of protein, but it's possible to be two things at once. Like today, I'm
We had an
business
interview and she started like
and
crying
I'm
and
casual.
stuff.
You'll play protein. 15 grams of protein and it tastes so good.
You're really good at that.
Something I will too.
What show are you in? The greatest Australians.
I'll tell you when.
Draft day?
You never made it.
Looking all nice for her.
I mean, I was gonna wake up a little early, but I chose, I did that yesterday, so changed it up today.
Fair.
That very one. Guess what? Without Jesus running the whole show. And his blood poison.
I don't even remember the last time I cried over something.
Yeah, I do.
Everything he does, everywhere he goes,
Still young.
might just get better.
You will at some point.
Probably.
He's my specialty.
In there.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Like when I'm already old, but I'm gonna have to start forcing myself to eat. So.
Yes. That you're gonna have to. It's just at the next level. You don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that you put in your system.
Don't get out of it.
Yeah. Put like gasoline in that tank, remember?
Yeah.
The engine to keep going and purring.
Virtual try-on is so lifelike, so realistic, that you might
I was
not even be
really
able to
now
tell
is the
what's
time to
real.
start actually doing it. So next time you do in school, you're gonna dump some spinach and kale in there.
Virtually try on hundreds of styles at warbyparker.com.
I don't know what would happen if like they took all the football players and made them run 60s instead of 40s. Their time would probably be like
You got some wide
slower.
receivers and running backs would be okay, but on the line, they give it after 40 yards.
Yeah.
You get them past the 50-yard mark, they're gonna be good. You get 10 yards, they're gonna start jogging. They'll probably do a 6 in about 7, 7. Extra 20 yards, gonna put it on.
My speed's starting to like get going a little bit. I ran a 6.6 at the last showcase. That next showcase I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to get like a 6.4 or something.
Warm up, concentrate on getting them hands.
Yeah.
Think about that while you're running the stride. You pump them on. I'm gonna tell you, Keon, that's the law of physics. If your arms move up, the stride increases. I always told you that. The only person that can stop you.
He was the first pick of the draft. Yeah. About that.
As Bugs Bunny would say, that's all, folks.
It's the corniest thing I've ever heard. This honestly feels like a hotel bed. You know when you go in the hotel for the first time, you go sit on the bed or sleep on the bed? Dude, it feels exactly like that. In most cases, the hotel bed feels better than my bed at home. I don't know, it's just something about it. This dry food feels amazing. This is my first time, so I've done the cryo chamber. Today was my third time. The leg machine, the inflation machine was my second time. I didn't even know this actually existed here until he said something about it, but this feels good. I like coming here every now and then just so I can. It's more of a body refresh in my opinion because I'm always on go. You know, I never really have a break because I'm just playing baseball 24/7. Like every day I'm swinging a bat. Every day I'm taking ground balls, doing my drills. Every day I'm pretty much lifting. So, I mean, it's good to just come here and just chill out a little bit. Mr. Roger does a great job with the whole body awareness, the whole facility. So.
What y'all do with JV? What y'all do with JV?
Chicken bacon, chipotle sauce, that's the inside of it, so I'm pretty simple. But, nah. Subway's always the good move.
What's up? We got pepperoni, ham, cheese. Got it. Pretty plain. Got some sauce too.
Well, I've had an Android my whole life. I don't really.
That just fits you, bro.
Yeah, Loki does fit me, bro.
Vanderbilt fits you too. That's what Logan was saying. He made so much sense.
Yeah.
He's very orderly.
I can't stand being out of order. So. I'm not a big person that likes to do stuff on the fly. So.
Gotta have a plan.
We were in a hotel room in Florida last week. Had everything folded up neatly, organized the bathroom.
Heck yeah. Bro, so, dude, me and my mom, we used to share the same, bathroom when I was younger, so she hated it when I didn't have stuff in order. Like, I'd have my toothbrush on her side and my toothpaste on her side, my deodorant. Like, she was like, all right, dude, this isn't going to work. You're going to have to move if you keep doing this. So I moved to my downstairs bathroom, and I just keep stuff neat. Like, my room is dang near immaculate. My trunk, even with my baseballs in, is immaculate. Like, I have to keep stuff clean and organized. Like, my car, you don't see a bunch of dirt and stuff in it. Like, I kind of just gotta keep stuff clean.
Mine's got a little dirt in it.
My dad doesn't like me having, dirty stuff, because when my dad was a little bit younger, he told me about the fact of how his dad made sure he had a car, but he would always get it taken if it wasn't clean. And that's kind of where, I take a bunch of pride in my stuff, whether it's baseball or the car. I like everything to be in order. And especially, you'll see it in a minute if nobody's been in the locker room. Like, yesterday, when everybody left, I rearranged the whole entire locker room by myself. It took about an hour to do that, and then I hand dragged the field. So I'm sure the guys don't care. I've been doing it for a year or two now, so most of the time, and I don't want to put too much praise on myself, but my locker is pretty much always looking immaculate, so I don't have clothes thrown around in it. My gloves aren't everywhere. Normally I take my stuff home, but most of the time some of our guys will just throw their gloves in there, throw their bats any kind of way in there, throw their helmet, their cleats. Some guys will leave their cleats in the locker room. I'm like, dude, we have a mud room, 10 feet away. Go put your cleats in the mudroom. And so yesterday, matter of fact, I vacuumed it. It took about 25 minutes. I rearranged the guys' gloves. I put them all the same way, looking with the fingers looking out. Because I feel like everything has a way that they should be, and everything has every one of your little equipment pieces has a place for it. Like, you don't just go ahead and throw it all in there and stuff. So I'm more of a chill guy, to be honest, but like I feel like I'm one of those cooler dudes that just like, even if you keep doing stuff that, you know, I'm politely telling you not to do, I'm not going to lose my stuff over it. So.
Now, there's some who are really, really dirty.
We won't say his name on camera. If he's at the school, I'm going to clown him, but I try to keep the guy's stuff in order. Even when it's the mud room, I vacuum that too. So I don't know. Just take pride in what you have. We can start heading over to the school. We lift at 2. I run a 6'6", so I'm consistently 6'6". I'm pretty sure right now I could peak at 6'5", but the goal by the end of this coming summer at the national showcase is to run a 6'4". The goal is a 6'4". The exit velo goal is above 95, preferably 100, and then throwing across the first base, the goal is like 95 plus. So I mean, those are my personal goals. But then again, as long as I know I'm playing the game the right way, I'm showing that I have, you know, above average arm strength, above average with the hit tool, above average glove. You know, I know that at the end of the day, I'm putting myself in a good position to be elite. You know, people say I'm elite right now, but then again, I'm only 16 years old. So I got a long ways to go. The numbers are good, just so you know where you are as a baseline. But if I had to give one piece of advice, even though they're good to look at, and this is kind of a Druw Jones thing, but then again, I totally agree with him. Stop looking at all your rankings, the numbers at showcases and the leaderboards and all that stuff. Stop looking at them. The only thing that matters is what you do when nobody's watching, and whatever number it says on that draft board, and when it's time for you to get drafted. Stop looking at the numbers, because to keep it 100, they don't matter. What? Well, if you stop riding on my tail, I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong. But no, I mean, that's kind of my one piece of advice with the whole numbers type thing. I look up to him as a man. I think that he's a great role model, and I think that he plays the game the right way. Now, do I look up to his game of how I should play? No, because everybody's different, and everybody has their own style of play, and everybody specializes in something different. Like, he has 6'3" speed that I'm trying to get to. That's not exactly, in quote, my specialty yet. My specialty is my hit tool and my glove. His specialty, of which he'd probably say something different, but if I were me putting my opinion out there, I think his hit tool and his speed are his two things. So, but nah, Drew's an awesome dude. I actually got to meet him, and he does a great job with playing the game the right way. So if you're watching this, Drew, shout out to you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope to see you in the bigs one day. So we are gonna deadlift today. I don't know what I'm gonna get up to, because we're doing our percentages, and after we do our percentages, we're gonna do a 3-rep max. So we are gonna see how high I can get up today. I haven't deadlifted in about a week and a half, so I am going to see what I can get up to. I've been doing a lot of dumbbells and benching and stuff on those lines. We're gonna see what we can do. There. You know if this thing is Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Or is it
There's a little plug-in thing.
There's a plug. still have those pictures.
Memories, dude.
So for accuracy, I take some like black paint and put it on the fence. Literally just like go stupid with the paint. And then we had like some powder or something like that I'd put in a little like bowl or something like that. Take my little cheap baseballs I had, dip the baseballs in the powder, and then I'd throw it at the fence with like this little hula hoop there so I can work on my accuracy. So wherever I threw the ball at, I knew where I was missing or if I was hitting, just because the powder would kind of stay in the fence. It just goes to show when you're younger, you don't really need like all these coaches at such a younger age. Like now, yeah, you would need them like for a lot of things, but like when you're like 6 and 9, maybe 10, you probably just want to figure stuff out on your own. Because at the end of the day, you're your biggest teacher. So I mean, only you can tell yourself what you're doing right and wrong. What advice do I have for the kids at home? Don't be too quick to want to grow up. Don't be too quick to want to grow up. Because I promise you, I think it's bad just because my mom is a little bit harder on me, but it's actually not. I can already feel that it's gonna not be the same when I turn 18, and everything's gonna feel more like a job. So don't be so quick to want to turn 18 and get out of the house, because now you're on your own and you kind of have to find your way. Enjoy your childhood is basically what I'm trying to say.
Look at her now and you think she's like 40, and then you look at that and you think she's 19. Like, it doesn't make sense. How old were you, like 20?
To get her out of where she's at right now, that's the motivation. That, and to not let my younger self down, because I know that my younger self would probably be telling me to go the mile, right? Don't stop in the middle of the race. Like, go the mile and finish. So, I mean, her and my younger self are probably my two biggest motivations, just because, like, I know how hard she's worked for me, and I might have said this already, but in my mind, it's a failure if I can't give back to her for me. So